we are playing Kerbal Space Program. Last time we played, we sent a giant mirror, not a giant mirror, a giant solar array to the sun, and so it would orbit around the sun and generate an insane amount of electricity for our beam wall. This time, we are going to develop my toy rover into a toy RC aircraft. At least that is the toy flyer. Yes, that is the whole ideal behind this. So to do that, we're going to need some fuel. We're going to need to move things around, get rid of my wheels, and yeah, we'll see how that works out. We need wings, well, an actual, some type of engine here. There is air on EVA, so theoretically these things, any of these that require air intake should work. They really should. So we just, hopefully they work. We'll find out if they do or do not. Alright, so there's our wings. Move everything around a little bit. Put a aerodynamic cone. No, I probably should go ahead and put an actual air intake instead of aerodynamic cone on the end of that. Well, we'll see. I mean, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I like the side air thingies anyway. There we go. A wheel, a substantial wheel. Oops, it's not going on there straight. Why isn't it going on? Stinking camera. Ah, there we go. Nope, no, that didn't go straight either again. No, didn't. No. Why? No. Yes, finally. Alright. We're going to move that forward, and we're going to move this up. There we go. So it's inside. That has to be fine. If our object is to get to water with this, more or less. That's what I want. I want to be able to get to the water with it. Okay. That's not quite the wheels I want. We're going to use these wheels instead, I think. Yeah, they need to be farther back. That's better. Scale them to the right size. And make them support my wings a little bit more. Look how big the thrust that thing is. Alright, we do need some tails. And then we'll need some control surfaces. Tail. And we use one. I like these tails. They're pretty neat. So we'll scale them down and move them across. Yeah. Now we need some control surfaces. Alright. See, good control surface. There we are. That's good. So we're going to need some power generation. Absolutely need some powers and generations. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to try to move those to, they are in a really good position. My entire wing will basically have solar panels on it. That's the object with it. There we are. Oh, well, we can test fly. Should theoretically work. Oh wait, no, it isn't going to work. I don't have any air intake. Duh. What did I think about air intake? Yes, so we definitely need a front air intake. Yeah, we'll tape that on there, and then we'll get 2 of these. And scale them down a bit so they match things. Put them up here front so they look like rockets that you're going to launch or something. Actually, you know what? I'm not sure if that's big enough for air. Nah, maybe it is. And we're going to need some air brakes. Would be nice to have some air brakes. Toggle air brakes. That's fine. Let's try that. Yes, we have. Well, that wasn't nice. But we do have thrust. We don't have liftoff though. Let's try that again. Activate. And there's not enough thrust to weight ratio. Wings. Well, we can do that too. We got some extra wings, so we have have a little bit more airflow. I think we do need more airflow. No, that's not gonna work. No, well, maybe. No, nah. We're gonna go ahead and use these, like it was kind of looking at doing. We'll also need to stabilize them. With enough thrust to weight ratio, we probably wouldn't actually need these, but it's better to be able to glide really well, I would think. EVA has a heavier atmosphere, right? I think it does. Alright, so thrust to weight ratio of 38. That's not good. No. We need at least 50 to really be able to control ourselves. Yeah. Yeah, but we have a flying ship. Look at that. Nah, not really. Okay, we need better thrust to weight. Scale that down. Let's go ahead and add 2 of these. Make sure everything's into our... Yeah. 74, definitely. That should be definitely enough to keep us in the air. There we are. Test it out. Yes. Woohoo! Lift off. All good. Ooh, we're running out of air intake. Well, this will be fine, because we did turn upside down. Land. Oof. Well, kind of a landing. That's good. That's all I have to do is land kind of like that. Because I want to get bow mine the shore and the lake. We don't need that. Yeah, we need more fuel, so we'll go ahead and get a little bit more and then put them back on there. I noticed that I was really kind of low on fuel. Rearrange. Here, an science thingies. Right there, yeah. Instead of the old one, this can have 2 extra things, which is good. I should have enough power. There we are. Yep, look nice. Scale them up so I don't have that near as yeah, let's make them a little bit bigger. There we go. So we have better air intake. Don't have that problem we were having. We also need 2 parachutes. Just in case, make it easier to land if, just, well, yeah. There we are. Toy RC, my toy flyer. Yeah. Pull up my thing. There we go. If this turns out if this turns out as anywhere near as good on EVA, this will be a wonderful ship. We'll be able to get quite a few different bow mines with it. Hopefully. rather quick. See how well I can land this thing. Ooh, well, it landed. That's all it needs to do, is land. Alright. Alright. So, I think that's that. We can go try it out now, I think. Let's make sure there's everything in here. Before we do, I want to check out this one little thing here. I was thinking about my thermal reactor up on my black hole. The first one I set up. It wouldn't. My thermal reactor wouldn't activate, and I'm thinking it might be kind of a bug, but I'm pretty sure it's because of the helium. But it also says it is generating 64 gigawatt worth of thermal power, and it should theoretically also be able to accept that thermal power. So I am going to send this thing here. This receiver makes it so there is a reactor. Jump start test. So it should be with this. This should mean that there's a reactor, so it should actually activate and actually be able to activate the, you know what I mean, activate the thermal reactor. That's how I got the other one. I've seen other whatever, you know, get other things activated, and those two things are supposed to increase the amount I can receive at a time. They're at least that's what they said. This is basically just the first test on those things. Those little antenna things are probably not going to be of any use any at all. But if they do, they'll receive a little bit more thermal power. But I'm pretty sure you can't combine receivers. You wish you could combine receivers. That'd be really nice. No, you cannot combine receivers. Oh, this thing doesn't even get far. The infrared. Oh well, whatever. We do have, okay, we're going to rendezvous with our black hole. Here. And just put them away. Okay. Rendezvous with a black hole in 14 minutes as our there we go. Alright. I didn't even check what I'm receiving for power thrust to rate ratio. I'm pretty sure it's pretty high. I'm not even worrying about it now at this point. Like I said, thermal receivers are very reliable compared to all the other things I've seen. 10 megawatts. That's not bad. Alright. So this is a quick little up there and see if I can jump start the reactor by having a thermal thing. I don't think I can because, like I said, it's a helium-based system, and that's why it's not activating. If I was using the helium, it would automatically activate, but I'm using the hydrogen. But we'll see. It also adds a couple years of my hydrogen system. Here we go. Where is it at? No. Yes, right here. This is what I want. It's not letting me. That's just peachy. There. It actually let me do it. Good. There we are. Now, activate generator. Nope, no reactor available. Activate receiver. And generator automatically starts. And that generator will not start. Okay, so yes, that's it, because I don't have the helium. It's not a bug or anything, it's just because I don't have the helium. So we're generating, we're generating 600 megawatts of power. That was a waste of time, but it was a nice little experiment. Alright, now we're going to go out and try out our plane. At least that's the plan. Eva. 7 days. Seriously? Come on, speed up. Why doesn't it let me speed up? Mini base, there's no way that's done on mini base is done on mini, and the base 2 is done on mini, or whatever. Oh wait, yeah, that actually probably is done on mini base. There we go. You have successfully mapped a portion. What? Oh, whatever. Alright, so we need to move this to where I can actually spawn the base. Finalize build. Oof. Oh no! Well, that's not what I wanted. Alright, here comes 5-10 minutes of fiddling around, I guarantee it. Too bad you can't actually pre-design to choose where you're gonna want it to pop up, but I know you can't. I'm trying to figure out where it's gonna, which direction it's gonna go. There, I think that's the direction it'll go. Finalize build. Yes, good guess. EVA. Grab this thing and let's set her down on the ground. We gotta raise it up a little. Hopefully it doesn't blow up. Yes. Now. Nope. Okay. Yes. There it is, that's what I needed. And we're sliding away, slowly but surely sliding away. More science, there we are. Make sure I'm getting all the science in there. Now, EVA, let's bring this closer and see if we can connect it before it decides to fall down the rest of this little small incline. Link. Yay! Yes, worked. Now I can climb up this side. Yes, and boom! How do you think of that? Perform science. Start all drills. Stop all drills. Extend all drills. Then start all drills. There we go. Start enriched uranium. Start process. Now let's go ahead and build my toy flyer. Build. 51 minutes. That's not bad. gonna speed up time now. Save first. And even though I made a base, my productivity actually didn't increase. I thought it would, but it didn't. My giant solar panel hit the 8-day mark, so I need to get out there before it runs into the sun. I'm gonna load it up with the liquid fuel. Set it out here so it can launch. Well, that wasn't nice. Oh, man. I hate when stuff spontaneously explodes. Make sure I have enough as fuel and electric. This time save again, so if it decides to spontaneously combust it. And no spontaneous combustion, good. Release. There we are. Set that back there. Switch over to my toy craft. Well, maybe building factory. I know this is going to increase my factory rate, but we can try. Alright. Let's say, and oops, that was a mistake. I forgot to mess with my staging. Let's fix staging here. Yeah, okay, there we go. Activate, activate, and here. Ah! What? No. No air intake. But it says it has full air intake. Air intake full. Well, that kind of sucks. I have to get to this thing before it gets too close to the sun to activate its warp drive. There. Now it's not in a perfect orbit, but it should be fine if it gets close to the other side. There we go. Just making a little stir there. Beam to 56. We're pretty far away. 40 megawatts to beam power is not bad. Let's check out Joule. Joule 5 days till its base is complete. Now let's go back to the Space Center. EF 4000. I could do the EM drive. Because I got 4,000 more. I got more science from transmitting and whatnot. But I think this is better. Well, sadly, that was a bust. Well, we do have more time left. I think a little bit extra time. It doesn't matter. We'll go up to an hour. We'll go ahead and get the EM drive and try it out. I think. Sadly, because I want a victory. I want that sucked. My ship didn't. No air intake. It said the air intake was full, but it also said there's no resource. So I don't know what's wrong with it. I thought there. I mean, there is atmosphere on EVA, but I don't know what it constitutes of, and if it's actually able to be used that way. So that might not work at all. These are also a receiver. This thing here, it's a pretty good receiver. So we're gonna definitely need some cool down thingies, and let's try that out. It's just that simple. EM drive. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's nice. No. Alright. Like crab spike. Okay, it doesn't need to be that big. Activate receiver. 38 megawatts, and we are using thrust 16 kilonewtons. Seriously? What? With 40 megawatts of power. Yes, 40 megawatts of power generates 16 kilonewtons. Well, it's only using half of it, 20 megawatts. But 16 what am I supposed to do? Go AFK for 5 hours? That's a completely worthless in real life. That would be awesome. I mean, reactionless drive. I like that. But I mean, in this, it's completely worthless. I mean, no. Ah, are you serious? I shrank it. I shouldn't have shrank it. I ran out of battery power instantly. I don't know how that works. I guess it's because of the reactor coolers. They take kilowatts of power. There's my battery. It's in that thing. Scaling this down is not going to make any thrust to weight ratio difference, really. I know better. But 16 for 20 megawatts of power. Yeah, now I'm only receiving 12 because my receiver's smaller. That's dumb. That was stupid on my part. I know better. And only using 5%. We're only using half. I wonder why we're only using half of it. It's only capable of using up to half of my energy? That's not right. Well, that counts the EM drive absolutely out of it and completely unworth it because the 30 kilonewtons. You would have to sit there for 5 hours as it did the maneuvering node. That's not even worthwhile for a thruster. Well, actually, yeah, it's kind of worthwhile for a thruster. I mean, and just kind of edit your. Yeah. Well, okay. I do believe we're going to end here with that. 36 kilonewtons of power. I mean, if you're okay with setting a maneuver node, turning on mech jab, and letting it do its thing over maybe an hour's worth of time, that might be worthwhile because of its own size and the size you would have to actually generate it. I know that's bigger, that has more kilonewtons than yes, that has. All right, so we're gonna stop right there. All right, we'll talk later. All right, as I was saying though, I knew that more kilonewtons than a ion engine generates, but the requirements to actually receive that power is a lot more. I mean, the mass to weight ratio is a lot more. To be able to receive that, you're going to have the receiver like I had, and that's pretty big. It's massive compared to my probes, and the thrust to weight ratio was going to be absolutely abysmal almost no matter what you do with that. So it pretty much makes it absolutely worthless. But I wasn't even going to be complaining about it. But all right, I will talk to you all later. Thank you for joining me. Next time, we're gonna go ahead and send a whole bunch of engineers up to Minibus so things are created almost instantly, and that way we have able to build even bigger ships, bigger things. I want to make eventually. I want to make a traveling massive ship, a warp ship. But the only problem, it can't really. Well, we'll see what we do later. All right. So I will see you guys later on the next one. Yeah, signing off.